G'day guys, SirPrawnAlot here with another video. Today I'm going to be doing some more updates and changing some tanks around. So first off, this is the new tank that I got. I set it up, put water in it, and I've added some ADA Amazonia that I got. This is what it looks like. It's the bag. They're sort of like dirt balls and they're full of nutrients and stuff for the plants. They're meant to be really good to grow plants in, and yeah, they're really nice. They're a bit squishy, so you gotta be careful you don't squish them up and stuff. So this is the tank I want to do, or put white clouds in. You have to let it cycle for a while. I think it's like a month or something, so there's no ammonia spikes and stuff that come from the soil. So I have to let it sit, and I'm going to be doing water changes and stuff. At the moment it's a bit cloudy just because it has a lot of like dirt and stuff, and I have the filter going which pushes it all around. So it's a bit cloudy, but not an issue, it will clear up soon enough. You might have noticed over here, or you might notice, Simba has moved. He's now in the big tank for the moment because I'm going to be re-scaping his tank or redoing his tank. I haven't had much success with the plants in there, and I think if I add some of this, it will definitely help out. So I just got his tank open at the moment, and I'm going to be taking everything out and taking all the gravel out. He does fit into this tank pretty well. He's not going to cause any trouble or anything, and probably enjoy it. Hasn't got a huge flow rate. It's just got the bubbles pushing the water around. But yeah, he looks really nice in there. He might be staying in there for a month or so while the tank cycles and stuff over here. So yeah, this tank's more of a review, I guess, or a test on the aqua soil stuff. If it goes well, I'll probably add it underneath this gravel, just to get the plants going a bit better. The new plants are going well. They're really nice. There's a couple down the bottom that are dying off a bit, but I think that's expected when you add new plants. They gotta kind of acclimate, I guess, to your climate in your tank. But yeah, everything's going pretty well. I really like the lighting on this tank. Got the blue light, spooky. The only problem I have with the aqua soil is there's all these little bits of bark and stuff floating around that you have to scoop out. And it's just kind of irritating. You can't really wash it out, or you're washing away, stuff that the plants might need. And you'll probably wash away lots of little balls of dirt. It does look nice though. Like I can imagine, fish swimming around with it and stuff. It doesn't look, too much different from gravel, a dark gravel. So yeah, I'm gonna plan out an aquascape for this one and see how it goes. I may add sand through the bottom like this, and then have like some higher points with some rocks along the sides. But that all depends on how the tank goes. So I'll be cleaning out this tank. I still need to get another filter for this tank. The original one broke, and I've been using just a small pump back there. So I'm going to clean out everything. I'm going to clean out all the filter stuff and probably move the heater over to this side as well. Take all those plants out. The lily's going really well. It's got like a shoot coming off of it, if you can see. That long shoot there. I'm really happy with that, but I think it'll do better with the aqua soil stuff anyway. Little shrimp down there. Anyway, I'm going to start cleaning up this tank and moving everything around, and then I'll add in that soil. So down here is like my cord management. I have just two power boards. One has on and off switches for each plug, and the other one doesn't. And these are timers, so the lights turn off at the correct time that I want them, so if I'm not here I don't have to worry about it. And then I've got a air pump here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So all the lights except for the latest light have a timer. So when you're taking out all the water and all the rocks and all the gravel, you want to make sure obviously your filter's off, your heater's off, and your light's off. Or the light isn't such an issue, but it helps that it's not in your eyes and stuff. You just want to move all the electricity and all the electronic kind of stuff away, just so it's a bit easier, unless of course it's in a tricky position or you've set it up in some crazy way. So for this tank over here, if I fully took it down to here and I was taking the gravel out, I might leave the heater in, but because I'm doing the back of this filter and it's sort of like a sump, I'm just going to take everything out and make sure everything's unplugged. You don't want to get electrocuted or break your appliances. So that's just a bit of a side note, I guess. So I just took a sponge out that was in there and decided, seeing as I'm taking out all this water, I'll just clean it in here. Thought it'd be good to show what your sponge picks up. It was a much coarser, much bigger hold one. So it didn't have as much stuff as most of my sponges have. But as you can see, clouds up the water. See all these little bits floating around. So I'm going to cut up this piece of sponge, same sponge I used in my new tank, and hopefully this will fit into the first little section that usually has a cotton filter. This is fine enough to stop anything too big getting through and rotting away, so hopefully that'll work. So just up here is the little hole, and it sort of fits in. Have to move the light out the way. So it should just slot right in here, like so. Might need a bit more trimming, but yeah, that's the idea. I think I could put it anywhere along here really, and it would work. I might even put it down in that gap. So here it is, all cleaned out. It almost looks brand new. Just drip marks and stuff on the sides and the front. When I first got this tank, I had a bunch of spilling on this side because the filter was too strong, and I tried combating it, and I remember it kept just pouring over the top and stuff, and it was a nightmare. Yeah, so I've cleaned it up a bit. I'll probably go over it with a towel out the front and just polish it up. The bottom here has got a bit of water left in it. It gets to a point where it's a bit too tricky to get all the water out. If I tipped it, it would probably come out, but it's not really necessary. I'm going to have it cycling for a month, so it'll be relatively clean anyway. So the next step is adding in the substrate, which I'm going to do. I'm going to aim for maybe this deep, so just above that waterline. Last time I had it way too deep, and yeah, it was picking up way too much debris and stuff and just building up. So I'm going to be a bit more careful this time, and hopefully all goes well. I fit that sponge in. The sponge fit pretty much perfectly, so it's back here, and the water goes through these holes kind of backwards and down, so it goes further back and down, and then it goes out, so it'll go through the sponge and up a bit, and then it goes through that other sponge and then back up to the heater and the filter, or the pump. Really nice tank. It's a Aqua 1 Nano, I believe, 40, so it's 40 litres, I think that's about right. Really cool tank, really simple filter. You can fill it up with whatever you want and change it around. It just looks really nice. It's got the curved edges. So yeah, enough rambling. I'll add in the soil, and I think I'll bring the rocks in as well. So you might be thinking, Prawn, you've gone insane. Why do you have 3 pump filters going on this tank? That's because I'm trying to clean out all this muck and dirt, the fog. Kind of came to me in a vision, I guess. These have the cotton fiber filters, I guess the cotton filters, and they pull out like the smallest particles in the tank. And I'm guessing this dirt stuff is pretty small, so it would pull out that dirt stuff. And by running 2 right now, it'll happen pretty quickly. That's the hope anyway. So it looks a bit wacky, but hopefully it works. It does actually seem to be working. It's stirring up the bottom as well, so it gets more out. Rather than changing the water a whole bunch, this probably would help. So I'll just replace some of the power plugs I have down here that I don't need at the moment from the new tank and put them on. So I'm going to leave them run for like an hour and then check back and see if it's clearer. The lighting's making it go really red. It's not that red at all, it's like brown. But yeah, I've added the rocks in and the ground, as you can see. It looks like Pride Rock. I'm going to do a video in the future once it's all set up and Simba's back in it. And yeah, be the Lion King tank, I guess. Might add some more critters in there depending on what I can work out, you know. Something that fits into it, maybe like, I don't know, something stripy like zebra danios, you know, zebra, Lion King, you know, African animals. Something along those lines, but I have to look into it. So hopefully it cleans up. I really want to show off the little rocks. That's like the front of the rock that's like leaning, and just behind there's a really tall rock you can't see. The new movie's coming out actually soon, the live action one, so it kind of fits in with that. That wasn't even planned. I've had Simba for a while, I just named him Simba because of his rocks. He's been really active in this tank. I think he likes it. He might have to stay in here for a few more weeks though, while this tank gets settled. But he's gone, you know, swimming around. Tank's going well. But yeah, I'll check back in an hour or so and see how it's all going. So there's the tank. The filters didn't do heaps of work. They definitely made it clearer, not as much dirt around, but the cloudiness is still there, and there's always a bit of cloudiness when you do a tank. It's very spooky. It's always very spooky like this. But yeah, I'm really keen to see how this Pride Rock Lion King kind of thing goes. Can't really see much more back there yet. But yeah, you can imagine that's like the platform that comes out, and there's the rock that holds it up, and then that bit there is actually the tall bit that's fallen down, so once it's clear I'll fix it up. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the plants in that tank for the moment. That tank's clearing up a bit better, which is nice. Hopefully, yeah, I can get that one going soon. Those plants will end up back in here. I'm not sure about the banana lily. That may stay in there, or it might even come to this tank. Just depends on, yeah, what happens. I'm gonna probably do heaps of moss at the back as well. I have heaps of moss in this tank, growing really nicely, so might as well start palming it off to other tanks a bit more. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. There'll be obviously an update for this tank in probably, I don't know, a week, once it's cleared up, and then there'll be another one when I add Simba back in. He's been exploring this tank quite a bit. I gave him some food and he ate, so I think he's comfortable. Not worried about anything going wrong there, which is nice. This tank over here is looking really nice at the moment. Just stepped on some stuff. Even just when I put the green in there, it really brightened it up. It's not going to stay like that, obviously, but I can imagine, you know, heaps of greenery and stuff in there, looking really shabby. I do still have some ADA Amazonia left over, so I'm excited to use that elsewhere. Obviously I won't be able to use it in here straight away because it has to cycle and stuff. So if ever I get to rescape this tank, I'll use it then. I may use it in the shrimp tank, or work out, some way of using it. I'm not going to get another tank though. That's my one rule. But yeah, thank you for watching. The next video I'll have up is a giveaway video, so go check that out. Make sure you enter the giveaway, and like, comment and subscribe.